Alright, hey everybody, welcome back. So today we have your video for the 23rd and 24th. This is for our winter break or Christmas break or holiday break or whatever you guys want to call it. But this is going to be your first section or your first video. And we're going to go on boxing basics. We're going to go over the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, and the 8 count. I need everything done in a 2-minute increment. And in between, I need a 1 minute of exercises. I'm going to tell you what we're going to work on. But so it's going to be basically a 3-minute round. 2 minutes of a drill, 1 minute of fitness. And then once you complete this, of course, that'll be your training for the basics portion of today. All right. So let's just go ahead and start with the boxing 2 count. If you've looked at the curriculum for the yellow belt, it gives you the core 4 punches, the jab, the cross, the hook, and the uppercut. It has those punches in there. And then also it says, give me your first combos, your 2 count and your 3 count. That's what we're talking about today, the 2 count and 3 count, and then we're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you'll have plenty of combos to work with when you're either going to be A, sparring, or B, if you want to shadow box, or just kind of work out on your own. All right, so first things first, let's make sure we have a stance, because if I go to fight and I look down and I can see both my feet, something went wrong. I want to take, and I put my feet together and my hands at my sides. I'm going to take one foot, my dominant hand. I'm right-handed. You right now will know that because of the little hand brace I have going on. So I turn my dominant foot 90 degrees. My heels are still touching. Pick up my heel, rotate it 90 degrees. So now both of my toes are facing my punching bag, my target. And then I pick up my heel, rotate my toes about 45. So I got a nice little bit wide base. Pick up my heel and give it a little bit of a rotation. Man. And now I'm facing my target, my heel is off the ground, and then my belly button is facing my target as well. And so all I need you to do is kind of just be in this stance, a little bit of rocker shuffles kind of here, and I'm ready to go. All right, throwing my 2 count combination. I'm going to step forward a little bit. At this point, my punch can reach. If I didn't take that step, I cannot hit them. So I take that little baby step, jab, cross, jab, cross. Jab, and cross. And that's simply it. The 2 count combination is your jab and your cross. If you don't remember what that is, remember, look down. Lead foot is your jab, the rear foot is your cross. Whatever foot's closest to the target is my lead foot. That's my jabbing foot, okay? If I'm in my opposite lead, maybe I'm a left-handed person, I throw my jab and my cross. My jab and my cross. Okay, I want a 2-minute round of that combination, followed by 1 minute of crunches. Remember, when we do our crunches, all we're trying to do is make our elbow touch our thighs. You do not have to come all the way up. Okay, I'll demonstrate just in case you're unsure. So I'm here like this, my hands are on my chest, and just coming up. See, my elbow is touching my thigh. Just like that. And so you have 2 minutes of striking, 1 minute of crunches, go for it. right, so we're back. We're talking the 3 count now. You've done your 2 minutes of 2 count, and you've done your 1 minute crunches. Now let's talk 3 count. Again, nothing has changed. I make sure I'm just slightly out of range. I step in, jab, cross, and now I throw the lead hook. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Couple things I've noticed lately. A lot of people are either A, dropping their hands, or they're leaving their thumbs out, or they're tucking their thumbs in their fists. Let's not do any of those things. Let's stop all of them today. Make sure your thumbs are on top of your fist, okay? And every punch comes back to your face. Do not throw the punch and have it drop to your waist and then bring it back up. Takes too long, okay? All right, so you have 2 minutes of the 3 count, followed by 1 minute of air squats. You can make a little diamond or make a little prayer position with your hands, and you're just gonna squat down, touch your elbows to your knees. Try to at least break 50%. Like you're gonna sit down, maybe sit down on the couch or sit down on the toilet. So you don't just, you're not just doing that, but you're actually going down and then coming back up. Notice how I am almost like sitting down. The lower you go, the more the workout you're gonna get. All right, 2 minutes combination, 3 count, and then also 1 minute of squats. Go for it. So now we're on to the 4 count. Here we are. Nothing has changed. You have your basic 4 punch combination. So you have your jab, your cross, your lead hook, and your what we call a long uppercut or a rear uppercut. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want your lead hook to touch the bag, you're going to have to step a little bit more to make that work. and then your uppercut will also touch as well. And that's it. That's a 4-count combination. Jab, cross, hook, and rear uppercut. Again, a mistake I've been seeing a lot of people do is they go 1, 2, 3, and then they try to throw that same hand. They go lead hook, lead uppercut. It's not what it is. Jab, cross, lead hook, rear uppercut. Rear uppercut. All right? Your exercise for the 1 minute is going to be push-ups. Now, as you can tell, I got a brace on, so I can't demonstrate push-ups. But please remember, go all the way down to where your nose, your chin, or your chest touch the floor. And then come back up. I can do a knuckle push-up, so I'm going to demonstrate it real quick. So, looking at the punching bag, I knuckle push-up here. I go down, touch my nose, my chin, or my chest, and then I come back up. Just like so. All right? So you got 1 minute of push-ups. There's no number. It's just do the best you can for 1 minute. If you get tired and you have to rest, remember rest in the up position, not down. You're going to just be in that up position, almost like a push-up hold. All right, give me my time, my 2 minutes of striking, my 1 minute of push-ups. Go. We made it to the 5 count. This is my favorite one. This is what we refer to as the framework, okay? So at this point now, step forward a little bit, 2 jabs. Remember when you throw that double jab, you do not have to pull it all the way back to throw it again. You could just throw it out 2 times. Also, again, I'm showing you guys, my hand is here. Sometimes it turns upside down a little bit. For a beginner, a new person, you should turn it all the way upside down. Once you feel confident in that upside down, you can flatten it back out. Make sure it's in this upper shoulder structure. And it'd be the same thing here. If you notice, you don't have a good line of sight to my face. If I rotate my hand, now you do. When I go flat, again, notice that shoulder doesn't raise up, but when I turn this over, shoulder has to come up in order for this to do that. That's what I want. And then once you have that structure, shoulder is up, arm is all up, you can punch horizontal. I'm only leaving this hand down to emphasize what's happening, but this hand should be right here by my cheek when I'm all done. Everybody get that? So, framework or the 5 count. Double jab, cross, hook, and cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more time. And 5. So, I told you I'd start teaching at 3:30. So, let's see. So we just did push-ups. Okay. So there's your 5 count. So remember, you're going to give me a 2-minute round of the 5 count, followed by 1 minute, and we're going to do leg lifts. And again, if you're not sure what a leg lift is, I'm going to show you. So my hands are under my butt. I point my toes to the bottom of the punching bag, or just about a foot or so off the ground. I go up, not quite 90, but also not, a foot. So I go up and down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. And again, it's going to be 1 minute of that. So you got 2 minutes of the 5 count, 1 minute of the leg lifts, knock it out. So we've done the 2 count, the 3 count, the 4 count, and the 5 count. We're on to the 6 count. but something has been missing in this entire set. Something hasn't happened yet. Can you put in the comment section below what's missing? What have we not done? Let me know. I'm curious to see if you know it. I'm going to give you the answer now anyway, but please put in the comment section below at this timestamp, what I'll mark, and then put in the comment section below what's been missing. So, you've done all these attacks and not one defense. So the 6th count is the first combo that has defenses built in. So you get to do this. You get to go jab, slip their jab, body hook, head hook, cross, hook, cross. Okay? Jab, slip, body hook, high hook, cross, hook, and cross. First time we added in a defense. You're doing technically 2 defenses. You're doing the slip, which is a straight punch defense, and you're also doing a weave, which is a hook punch defense. You kind of get to do a double whammy. And while I weave, I throw that body shot. So don't forget that. When you're doing your combo, make sure you're here, you throw the jab, you slip their jab, lower body hook, head hook, cross, hook, and cross. So 2-minute combination of that, and then you have 1 minute of lunges. And if you're not sure what a lunge is, that's when I step forward, I touch my knee to the mat, I come up. Step forward, knee to the mat, come up. Do not slam your knee down, just have to touch, or maybe even barely not touch. Okay? 2 minutes and 1 minute, go. So we've made it to the 7 count. This is actually the combination that has the, I won't say that. So we've made it to the 7 count. Let's go ahead, jump into it. So at this point we have the jab, the cross, but now we have a lead uppercut to the rear uppercut, and then hook, cross, and hook. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So facing the camera, lead punch, rear punch, lead uppercut, rear uppercut, hook, cross, hook. Ends on a hook. First one that has done that. That's something unique about it, okay? Also, something has been unique in this video. Can you tell me, I spy something? What did you notice that's been different about this video? Put that in the comment section below. It gives you class credit. Cool. You're gonna do the 7 count for 2 minutes like always, and you're gonna give me 1 minute of sprawls. And again, sprawling, you're in your fighting stance, your hands are gonna go to the floor. I'm gonna use my knuckles because of my wrist. You guys would use your palms, okay? But I'm gonna go knuckles down just for the sake of the video. So I put my hands down, shoot my feet out nice and wide. Notice they're not touching. My hips are down, my arms are straight, and my chest is up. And then you spring to your feet and your back in your fighting stance. So I'm here, there, and I'm back up. Here, here, and back up. So 2 minutes of the 7 count, 1 minute sprawls, go for it. And for the last one of the day, we have the 8 count. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your 4 count, you're gonna add a 4 at the back. So we have jab, cross, hook, rear uppercut, lead uppercut, cross, hook, and cross. Jab, cross, hook, upper, upper, cross, hook, and cross. Facing the camera, jab, cross, hook, rear uppercut, lead uppercut, cross, hook, and cross. Again, notice when I'm facing you guys, when I throw that cross, I am twisting my hips, twisting my body to get that punch to generate some power. All right, for the last exercise, you're gonna do your back break fall and a technical stand up or a get up and base. So facing my target, I'm here, I do my combo, cross, hook, cross. I just finished 2 minutes, so now I'm gonna face my target, I'm gonna step back break fall, sit in base, get up and base. And I'll get ready to rock and roll, okay? Again, back break fall. I'm gonna use my knuckle again, so don't do that part. You'd be palm flat. Other hand is up, facing the target. Lift. Put that foot back there. Stand up. This wide stance is the base. That's what we're talking about. When we say get up and base. Get up in this wide stance, okay? And then you simply slide your foot in and be ready to rock and roll. So that's what I need to finish off the day. 2 minutes of the 8 count, 1 minute to back break fall, get up and base. Knock it out.
All right, everybody. So for the advanced portion of today, we have 4 drills that I want you to give me a 3-minute round on. It's pretty short, I know, but they're a little bit interesting drills that I don't think you've all done before, and some of you might have, but it's still going to be good for you guys. So the first thing we're going to have is what we call a cartwheel pass. All right, and so I'm using the dummy. Again, you can use a pillow, a couch cushion, a stuffed animal, whatever works for you guys, but this will do just fine. And so what's going to happen is I'm kneeling pretty much right next to the side of my dummy, okay? And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take this hand and I'm gonna put it underneath. If this arm was out, I'm gonna put underneath, okay? And I also want my head to be underneath. And then this hand's gonna be across. And more often than not, it's gonna touch the legs. But for right now, it's not that big a deal. And so if I'm here, my knees are pretty much right at the belt, my head's on the mat, hands on the floor, I'm gonna use my knuckles just due to my injury, but I'm here, and I'm gonna go up and over. And that's a cartwheel pass. And then you just shift yourself across. So, hand on the mat, knuckle down, head through, and when you do this, when you cartwheel over, it's 1, 2. Notice my shoulder stays on the person, and then I can just simply shift into this cross-body position, or for the sake of today, up and over, switch. Up and over, switch. Do not have both knees crash the ground, so don't go like this. It's gonna hurt, probably sounded painful, okay? Also, don't go like this. And fall over. We don't want that either. I want you to be in control of your body. Give me 3 minutes of that bad mamma jamma, okay? 3 minutes of that cartwheel pass, and then you're done with that first row, okay? Pause video, go. So for the second part of your class, I grabbed a chair to represent simply somebody maybe standing up. And so think of it there in the lead. And what we're gonna do is we call it pivot walking, okay? And so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna post my inside knee, drive it down. Once it hits the middle, I'm gonna whip this leg around, and then I'm gonna swap out my knees. 1, 2, okay? And now I'm here. I can pull my leg back, switch them out. Drive this knee down, drive this across, rotate. 1, 2. Oh, do you see the leg? Okay? Post this knee. Drive it down. That would ideally, pretty much in the middle. It's a little short. Got little legs. It's okay. Drive to the middle. Step. Whip it out. Boom. And grab that leg if you can. Okay? Here. Drop, drive, whip, turn. Pivot walking. That's what I want. Pivot walking, 3-minute round, knock it out. Go for it. Third part 3, now that you're back. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna sprawl, and as you come up, you're gonna shoot. You can turn around, sprawl, come up, and shoot. Turn around. And that's the idea. Sprawl and reshoot. It's a 3-minute round. It's gonna be tiring. It's a hard one. Give me your best. Go for it. 3 minutes sprawl reshoot probably tired you out pretty good. So as a reward, the last one is gonna be really easy. Triangle sit-ups. I'm gonna face the wrong way. So here I am, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna elevate and come into a triangle. Elevate, triangle. If I turn sideways, notice the foot stays and freeze. Notice the foot stays in the crook of my knee the whole time. Doesn't slide out. Come up nice and high, triangle, triangle, triangle. And that's your last one, okay? I'm not gonna give me 3 whole minutes of that. I would say 90 seconds. Give me 90 seconds of triangle crunches and you'll be done with today's advanced class, okay, or advanced training. Awesome, we'll see you guys on the Black Belt Club part.
All right, December 23rd and 24th, Black Belt Club training. So we're gonna work on the katana. I went ahead and grabbed my actual katana. If you don't have one, you can simply just use a stick. You're just gonna hold it, you know, like a sword, like a lot of you guys do in class anyway. Remember, when it's a kali stick, it's a single-handed weapon for the most part, and when it's katana, it becomes double-handed. And a lot of that has to do with the weight of this weapon, okay? You cannot just often willy-nilly freestyle a full-on katana. It's like trying to swing a baseball bat around one-handed. It's probably not going to work. You're going to have to double it up. So we have our katana, okay? And I'm going to show this mostly profile so you can see how all this is going to work. But I'm here and I have my basic katana grip. I'm right-hand dominant. You can see my little wrist brace here. And that hand goes high. And then my other hand goes low. How low is going to be personal preference. I'm not going to dictate that for you guys. Some people like it really close. Some people really far away. I usually go right about there. And what we have is we got to go over the basic angles of attack. And so I'm going to face the camera for this. I'm also going to switch my grip. Again, my right hand has the hand brace, but I'm going to switch it for now so you can copy me in the camera. Otherwise, it'll be all backwards. So angle number 1 is a slash from the upper line. So I'm going to go angle number 1. And now I have angle number 2. I'm going to step back, angle number 3, and then angle number 4. I'm going to come forward, thrust 5, thrust 6, step back, thrust 7, straight down for 8. It stops right about the belly button line, okay? I don't want you to take your sword and bang it on the mat or bang it on the ground, because again, you'd be damaging your edge. So let's do that again. So, first move, you're making an X in the air, like we all want to do when we're kids and we're sword fighting, like wow, we're all having fun, right? So this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 2. Now we have angle 3, and we have angle 4. 3, 4. It's right across the midsection. These are referred to as Yoko Manuchis, 3 and 4, okay? So angle 1, Angle 2, I step back, 3, and 4. Now I step forward, thrust to the midsection, right to the belly. Come back, thrust to the shoulder. Step back, thrust to the opposite shoulder, and then from there, I cut straight down. I am not stepping forward my leg yet. Okay? I am not stepping forward my leg yet. So you just finished that. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about the core strikes that are on the curriculum. This isn't up until brown belt, so if you're like, well, I don't need this right now, you're right, you don't. This is more just for fun because it's a holiday break, and I thought I'd give you something really kind of cool to work with and something we haven't really done a whole lot of. So the first attack is called shomanuchi. Shomanuchi means downward strike. That's pretty much all it means. And so if I turn profile and I'm right here, I'm going to pull the weapon up, and then I pull the weapon down. Do not do like they do in the movies where they pull this back and then try to chop down. That's not what it actually is. It's just straight up and straight down. When you're doing sword work at home, either make sure you got plenty of room, don't hit a light, don't hit a fan, don't shatter a table. You know, if you have to, go outside, go in the garage, do whatever. Just make sure you're not going to break nothing. Now we have angles 1 and 2. Those are called yoko minuchis. And so the way I'm going to do this is I pull my sword to my shoulder, so I'm like this, and then I'm going to pull it across my body. So from here to here, just like so. That's yoko minuchi. And this is going to be at a nice angle. So here, it's like so. And then if you have to do angle 2, comes across the opposite way. So I'm up, pull, up, pull. Okay? Angle 3 and 4 are still called Yoko Minushis. They don't change the name. Yoko means side strike. Yoko is side, Minushi is strike. So, Yoko Minushi, side strike. This is still a side strike, which is why I number them for you. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So then you have it in angle 8. So you have various options to understand what's going on. So, Yoko Minushi is here, also here. And then the last strike you have is called Bunitsuki. Bunitsuki is the thrusts. And so when we thrust, we're flattening the blade and we thrust. So we're here, there, there. When I go here, notice again the blade is flat and I stab. When the blade is here on the high line, it's flat and I'm stabbing. I'm not going upside down and I'm not going this way. Even this one isn't straight up, it's flat. So that's what I want you to practice for the next 2 minutes, okay? Minimum 2 minutes. That puts us in the final section of this block. We're going to talk defense. So we have to have a defense for each one of the things I just showed you. So if it's straight down, I'm going to blade down. Okay? And you have 2 ways to do it. So again, I'm here. I'm going to go off to the side this way, or I'm going to go off to the side this way. I'm not pulling back. I am rolling. So it goes in that position. Okay? And that's just a matter of when the strike comes down, do I want to go here where I have this attack, an angle 2, or do I want to go here and then I have an angle 1? That's going to be a matter of personal preference. You just kind of have to decide what you want that's better for your fighting style. So that's the first one. We call it blade down. And so you have blade down here, followed by an angle 1, or you have blade down, followed by an angle 2. And of course, those could be 3s and 4s as well. So that's your first drill. 2 minutes, downward defense, followed by an attack. Downward defense, followed by an attack. Go for it. Okay, moving on. So we now have the blade up defense. This is going to be for the angles 1 and 2 or the 3 and the 4. And so just like when you have the Kali stick and we do stick up and stick down, it's almost no different. This time it's just going to be off, and then there's your cut. Or off, and there's your cut. The difference is I'm not going to, let go and do things like that. That's the change. Because I'm here, I'm knocking it out of the way, and then I have the inside line. When they attack on that line, I'm here to there. So this is blade up. Okay? And then I'll move my whole body for blade up. So again, give me a 2-minute round on the blade up defenses while you follow that. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and do the thrusts. What happens when someone thrusts at us, okay? And what I could do is you could keep it in this blade up format, but we just did that, and I feel like that's kind of redundant, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do the blade down defense, but on the low line. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to also start here in the low line, but what's going to happen is I'm going to angle my blade down, knock their blade out of the way, so I can do my own Shomenuchi. So I'm here, and that's what I have. If I switch my direction, knock it off, and I have this. The key for me is, if you notice, I'm not standing in the same spot. When they attack, I am moving off the line, and then I'm going to come down. And it's not as pretty when I had the stupid wrist brace on. It looks way nicer when you don't have that on, but you get the idea. And so that is your final round. I want you just to think of, okay, I'm going to go blade down and then Shomenuchi. Blade down and Shomenuchi. Just remember, when they're thrusting, if I push my blade this way, I step away from it. I don't want to step into it. And vice versa. If I push my blade that way, I step away from it. I do not want to follow it. Because you want to push the blade into where you're going. Cool. Well, there you guys have it. That's your next thing. 2 minutes, knock it out. there you guys have all of the training for today, 23rd and 24th. I hope you guys have a great beginning of winter break. Hope you had some fun with some katana stuff. Again, remember, you guys can practice this stuff all you want. It's not like in class where you only have a limited amount of time. You can go back and do this again and again and again and get really good. 100 reps to make something imprint in your memory, 1,000 reps to pull it off at speed in combat. Don't forget about that.